And let's now get you the latest in the Liquorgate scam case. Now, the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia today made a big claim, and he said that he has received a message from the Bharatiya Janata Party which states that he should go ahead, break away from the Aam Aadmi Party and instead join the BJP. The message also states that he, if at all, goes ahead and joins the BJP, it will lead to the closure of the CBI and ED cases against him. Now, Sisodia in his tweet also said that he is a descendant of Maharana Pratap and will cut off his head but not bow down in front of anyone. Meanwhile, Manish Sisodia and Kejriwal are all set to be visiting poll-bound Gujarat today.
ऐसे दिल्ली में पिछले 7-8 साल में काम हुए हैं, शिक्षा पे, स्वास्थ्य पे, रोजगार पे काम किए अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने। महंगाई से लड़ने में दिल्ली के लोगों की मदद हुई है और जिस तरह से अब पिछले 5 महीने में पंजाब में बहुत तेजी से काम हो रहे हैं, उसी क्षेत्र में, शिक्षा में, स्वास्थ्य में, महंगाई से लड़ने में, रोजगार में, किसानों के लिए, उनसे प्रभावित होकर गुजरात की जनता भी अब केजरीवाल जी को एक मौका देना चाहती है। और मैं भी आज अरविंद केजरीवाल जी के साथ 2 दिन के लिए गुजरात जा रहा हूँ। 2 दिन गुजरात में अलग-अलग जगहों पर रहेंगे।
Now, these are big claims that have been made by the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia. We'd have to actually wait and try and ascertain what is the truth behind the claims that he's made. Remember, he's put out this tweet that he's got an offer from the Bharatiya Janata Party, so for him to go ahead and join them. My colleague Rupashree, who tracks the Aam Aadmi Party and has been closely following all the developments when it comes to this particular story, is joining me live on the broadcast. Rupashree, like I said, big claims that have been made by Manish Sisodia. What do we know when it comes to the word there from Aam Aadmi Party? A bid by the BJP for him to be joining the party? Can there be any truth to all this?
Well, which is why I said that this tweet is mainly political in nature. It is a very, very big claim that Manish Sisodia has made, and when he has made that claim, for that claim to be believed or to stand the test of believability, the Aam Aadmi Party and Manish Sisodia will have to put out some proof regarding it. Now, we are being told that at 11:30, Saurav Bhardwaj will hold a press conference. A key person for the Aam Aadmi Party, MLA of the Aam Aadmi Party, one of its most outspoken spokespersons also. Saurav Bhardwaj has also tweeted that his press conference will have something to do with Manish Sisodia himself. But we really do not know yet whether that press conference will be absolutely related to the tweet that has been put out by Manish Sisodia, and whether the Aam Aadmi Party really has any proof to substantiate the claim that Sisodia has just made.
Just hold your thoughts there. I'm also now joined on the broadcast by Mr. Shehzad Poonawalla of the BJP. Mr. Poonawalla, your first reactions. These are big claims, like my colleague Rupashree was also mentioning. Manish Sisodia going ahead and tweeting it out that Bharatiya Janata Party has in fact given him an offer to join the BJP so that the case of CBI and ED is taken away.
He can say that he has been invited by the United States President to join his party also. This is the sign of the corrupt resorting to desperation of the highest order. Please note one thing. Ever since this scam has started, we have asked him 15 questions, including Anurag Thakurji, who said in 24 hours, please answer the specific 15 questions on the liquor scam. They spoke about New York Times, they spoke about Shiksha, they spoke about Gujarat, they spoke about 2024. Now they speak about this so-called threat of joining the party or breaking the party. So, this is the sign of somebody who doesn't want to answer straight, specific questions about the scam. And therefore, each day they come up with a new victimhood card, new deviation card, new card to evade. There are 15 questions that Anurag Thakurji has articulated. I have articulated, other leaders of my party have articulated specific questions on the scam. Why was the 144 crore waiver given? Why was 30 crore EMD refunded? Why is it that they allowed the operational license period to increase? Why did they allow more than 2 thekas in every mohalla? Why did Manish Sisodia break what the cabinet had decided? Why did he take all these decisions of reducing 21 dry days to 3 dry days? All of this in violation of various laws. Nobody's answering those questions. Every day, a new distraction method.
So you are saying, Mr. Poonawalla, that Manish Sisodia here is lying through his teeth. There is no truth to these claims. There is no offer that's been made by the BJP.
Obviously, and therefore, I ask you or in your entire channel that from the last 7 days that we are doing press conferences, we have been asking them to answer the specific questions about the liquor scam. Is there any press conference of the Aam Aadmi Party where they've addressed the questions being posed to them on the Chief Secretary's report about the liquor scam? If there is one, please tell me so.
But he goes ahead with the argument that the new liquor policy was given to the then Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, and only just 48 hours before the implementation is when he had put in certain things where the liquor policy could not really come to life where it should have. So the blame game really is, they are dabbling with that when it comes to the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP. They're claiming that the LG, because obviously he is appointed by the centre, obviously worked in favour of the centre and not the Aam Aadmi Party. That is the claim that they are making.
So from November, when this policy was notified, till July, when the CBI probe started, they were saying it was the best policy in the world.
He's still saying that, Shehzad. He's still saying that.
Madam, I understand what they're saying. Please hear me out.
Yes.
Till July, they were claiming it's the best policy in the world. Then when the CBI case started, they first played a victimhood card. Then they tried to blame the LG. Now they say that it's the best policy. If it is the best policy, why have they gone back to the old policy if there was no corruption? They need to decide on one lie. If there was corruption, why were they saying that it was the best policy? And if it is the best policy, why did they go back to the old policy? But don't get into these lies. All I'm saying from the BJP's end, we have asked them 15 questions. It's on my Twitter handle. I sent it to your input team also. Those 15 questions remain even today. The answers haven't come. Now at 11:30, they will do a press conference. They will make new allegations. Then they will go somewhere else. They'll make new allegations. But they won't answer the questions that are asked of them on which a CBI FIR exists. 15 people have been booked. There are serious charges of defrauding the people of Delhi and the people of India. Those are not being answered, and forget taking answers. They're not even taking the resignation of Manish Sisodia. Satyendra Jain is in jail for the last 3 months. They said he's Kattar Imandar. Has he got bail? The courts have come out and done strictures against Satyendra Jain, calling him a man of criminal background. Mr. Kejriwal defends him. And he gets away because the media, every time he puts up a new front, the media latches onto it rather than asking him the specific questions. So therefore, you have these people who are coming out and now buying his new lie and selling it. So instead of that, let's answer the questions that have been asked on the excise policy scam. That would be the better thing to do because they are in power in Delhi.
All right, Shehzad Poonawalla, thank you so much for joining me on the broadcast. I'm going back to my colleagues who are joining me on this big story that we are tracking on CNN News 18. Arun Dhanta is live from outside Manish Sisodia's residence. Rupashree continues to be with me. Arun, I'll come to you now. BJP is claiming that Aam Aadmi Party is still stalling with all the arguments that BJP has put forth. They are not responding. They are not giving any pointed responses to all the 15 points like Shehzad has just mentioned. Is there a word there coming from the Aam Aadmi Party camp? We are still waiting for that press conference to happen. But after these massive claims by Manish Sisodia, is there something coming out of the camp on what are they really going to do when it comes to this big controversy that's now erupted?
Well, see, one thing is very clear. Aam Aadmi Party has been maintaining this from the very beginning that they haven't done anything. Even in case of Satyendra Jain, who's in the custody, they are saying that courts will give him relief and he hasn't done anything. It's just the political vendetta of the government side. Now, when Manish Sisodia was raided, the argument which was given by the top leadership of Aam Aadmi Party and their spokespersons is that the policy of Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi related to education and health is something which is worrying, which is making nervous Bharatiya Janata Party, and therefore they are resorting to these tactics where they are using these agencies to create fear or to target them. And in fact, just now